This is Alicia at One Blushing Bride. I am a wedding veil designer. Now, when you got engaged, I am sure that you were thinking white is white, and that's all you needed to know. Then you go into the bridal salon and you see hundreds of different shades of colors for the dresses and for the veils. You have everything from white to eggshell, pearl, cream, the silk white, natural white, the list goes on, and it can be so overwhelming, I understand. You just want something that looks good, and then you want a veil that will match your dress. So I am here to break down the different colors for you. And if you stay tuned to the very end, I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on some free samples and also a secret tip that really helps my brides when they're trying to figure out how to match their wedding veil to their wedding dress. And guess what? It is not a tip that you've probably heard before. So there are three main categories of color in the wedding industry. These are the orthodox colors that you see, nothing untraditional. The first one is called white. This is a pure white. It is as white as a sheet of printer paper or something that you would see that is bleached white. It is pure, it is bright, it is what you traditionally think of when you think of a wedding dress. Now the second color is called OffWhite. It's also sometimes called diamond white. It can even be called natural white. These are all variations of the off-white category. And this is a little bit darker, a little bit creamier than a pure white. But to the naked eye, you still would not be able to tell that it is not a pure white unless you were to hold up a piece of printer paper next to it. Then you'd be able to see, okay, this is an off-white. It has a little bit of a creamier undertone. Now the darkest color that you see, number 3, is something called ivory. Ivory can be called light ivory, antique ivory. It can be called pearl. There are many different names for this. Champagne is going a little bit darker than that as well. And all of these go under the category of the ivories. Ivory has a much stronger yellow undertone to it, and you will see that even with the naked eye and without comparing it to a piece of printer paper. It's a very flattering color for many different skin types because it's not quite as stark as a pure white, and these days you're seeing a lot of dresses being made somewhere in the ivory category. Now, I promised you that tip, and I'm going to give it to you. So my wedding veil tip for you brides who are trying to match your wedding veil to your wedding dress is that you do not actually need a wedding veil that matches the color of your dress exactly. You can choose a wedding veil that's just a touch lighter in color than your dress, and this looks really good in photos. Now, if you can find an exact match to your dress, that's great. But it actually sometimes looks even better in photos to have a wedding veil that's just a shade lighter than your wedding dress. And that is what I would recommend for you if you are unable to decide between colors. Choose a wedding veil that's just a little bit lighter than your dress. Now, if this sounds like way too much info for you and you don't even know where to start, then contact me in the link below and I will send you some of these. These are free samples, free color samples that I send to my brides, and I'm more than happy to ship them to you free of charge so that you can see what color is going to match with your dress the best. Congratulations, and you can follow me at One Blushing Bride on Instagram. Bye guys.